Red one, red out. Right, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We're coming week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, man. America, NATO, the EU. Yeah, we're in detrimental times because, as you can see, this society is falling apart. As you people are walking around, your society is done. The Greco-Roman Empire is done. But first, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Salutations to the Archie pushing this word and truth and sincerity. Right, we're going to start with the basics, man. Back to basics, as Tony Blair said, man. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, talks about the blessings and the cursings, what are before God's chosen people. The blacks, Hispanics, the ones you call monkeys, baboons, coons, the ones you look down on are the children of Israel. And now how do we find that out? By the curses in the Bible. In the Bible, what the Caucasians don't believe in. Yeah? So read Deuteronomy 28th chapter, start at 1. Deuteronomy chapter 28. It shall come to pass, thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command you this day. Right, and it says there that we will be diligent. We're supposed to be diligent. And listen, hearken means to listen. So the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians on that 12 tribe sign are supposed to listen and take heed to what the Most High says. So read that again. Right? This is going to happen, right? It shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. If we was to listen to what God said, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command you this day. Right, to do all of his commandments. The so-called blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians was given commandments to do. And what happened when we broke them? What happened when we broke them? He put us at the bottom. Yeah? He gave us over to our own malicious ways. Yeah? Read on. Right, so the Lord said if we would have listened, he would have put us above all the so-called white man, Chinese man, Japanese man, East Indian man. We wouldn't be looked down upon. But what are we now? We're nobodies in this society. You know what I mean? They call us monkeys, baboons, coons, niggers, spicks, bow and arrows. We are a proverb and a byword in this society. Innit, man? Innit? We're just monkeys, aren't we? Huh? He said, yes, we're just monkeys. We're just monkeys and baboons. We are looked down upon, yeah? Because we didn't hearken. He said, he would put us above, read up. He says here, the Lord that power would set you on high above the nations of the earth. Right, all nations of the earth, yeah? And all these blessings. Right, so we would have been blessed. Right, we would have been sitting where the Rothschilds sitting. We would have been sitting where the DuPonts and the Oppenheimers sitting. But what happened to us? We are under a curse, a divine curse. Thus saith the Bible, yeah? But what you can see now, we're going to have a changing of the guards. Because what happens now is we're going to see the downfall of the Greco-Roman Empire. Right? And that's run by a nation called the Edomites. They call themselves white people. Yeah? But really they're red. Yeah? We're seeing the downfall. We're up next. This is why it's going to be the changing of the guards. There's a lot of buggers on the road, you see? These are all evil spirits. The people got spirits. Yeah. Well, anyone hears the word, then cometh the wicked one. You know what I mean? We're like a beacon of light. And all these satanic spirits, they're drawn. These satanic spirits are drawn to us. You know what I mean? Right, read that again. Right? And all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you. Right? Thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. Right? Blessed shall thou be in the city, blessed shall thou be in the field. Right? Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body. Right, so blessed in the city, we would have been blessed, we would have been ruling, we would have been in the ghettos, yeah, and the slums, we would have been blessed. Yeah. Read that again. Yes, yes. Read on. Blessed shall not be in the city. Right. Blessed shall not be in the field. But we're not blessed, obviously, because we've been looked down on. We're the ones getting killed in the streets, in front of people. We're the ones being looked down on, so we're not blessed. Read on. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body. Right, and that's our children. That's our children we're blessed. And what are they? They're walking around with their pants showing. They're in a degenerate state. Like the Bible says, how has my people become a degenerate plant unto me? The blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians, we are the Israelites. Moses took us, great Moses took us through the Red Sea, man. And the Lord is going to come and take us out of this captivity again, man. And that's a beautiful thing. But first, we have to watch this society capitulate. We have to watch it implode. You know, the financial system's shot now. They're having problems with their shipping. You know what I mean? Everything's imploding in this place. Yeah? Read that. Read on. Blessed shall not be in the field. Right, that's the world. Anywhere we go, we would have been blessed. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy ground. Right, well, we haven't got our homeland. Jerusalem is our land. We haven't got that. We got so-called Caucasians like they're claiming to be us, calling themselves Jewish men, claiming to be us. But we are the real Jews, so obviously we're not the blessing. So let's see where we are. Jump to 15. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. Right, and Deuteronomy is one of the laws, man. We've got 5 books of Moses, the Torah, the book of the laws, yeah? Read on. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Right, and this is what happens when we didn't listen. If we would have listened, we would have been on high, but we didn't listen, so read on. To observe to do his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded this day. Right, if we would just observe to do the law, statutes and commandments, what are they say around 613 of them? Right? So if we would have done them, we would have been blessed. But we're finding out now with the Israelites by the curses. Read on. That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Right, these curses are going to come upon the Israelites and overtake them. That means that they were going to be on them as a sign, you know? So it says, curse shall not be in the city, right? Curse shall not be in the field. Right, so before we would have been blessed. If we would have listened, done the commandments, we would have been blessed. But obviously, we're not blessed because we're the lowest state. Everybody, the Chinese man looks down on us, the Japanese man, everybody looks down on us. We're in a degenerate state. Our women are wearing other people's hair on their head. The men are homosexuals. They're walking around with their pants showing. What other nation walks around with their trousers down there and showing their pants? The Israelites. So we're in a degenerate state. But we're royalty, you know? It's just a love thing or a hate thing? Love and hate. Because God hates. This is the God thing. Oh, is it love thing? The love for the Israelites, yeah. Is it love? Yeah, it's a real love. Not hate thing, is it? Is there love and hate in the earth? There is. Right, so there you go. It's not hate thing. God brings love and hate. He hates evil. Because Christian was God hates evil. Do you believe in God? Is it love or hate? Do you believe in God? No, I don't believe in God. Alright, well, so it's not for you. But I do believe in love, and I do believe in hate. Where's balance? No, there ain't balance, mate. It's like love, it's hate. I don't want to. I want to know whether it's just love or hate. Right, so we're going to be cursing the city and cursing the field. And that's our wealth. We ain't got no wealth. We don't own no banks. Right? We don't own none of this. This is what the Caucasian man owns, right? Because he can come up here and try and dictate what we're supposed to say, you know? I don't want to hear about this and that thing. He's dragging himself, you know what I mean? He's finished up in his own city, in his own rulership, he's done. A friend of mine just told me there was a Caucasian man just down on Highgate walking around naked. A cracker walking around in his natural state. You know what I mean? Yeah, when he's nuts on the pavement, you know what I mean? He's like doing that. Yeah, they're done. That's after camping. Yeah, no, they're done. They're done, brother. So this is the state of this man now, he's done. It's all over for him. You understand? Read on. There shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land. Right, we ain't got no land, man. Right now we're in the land of our captors. The Lord says he's going to scatter us among all nations. So we're not in our land. Our land is Jerusalem. Our land is the Holy Land, the fertile desert. The ones what these Arabs and these Edomites are fighting over. Our land. Right? Read on.
The increase of their crime and the flocks of their sheep.
Right, so we would have had all this abundance. Right, but the earth has been given to the so-called Caucasian man. But he's destroying the earth because he's not the natural ruler of the earth. Yeah? He's got his third, this is his third crack. And he still ain't got it right yet. That's why he's tumbling down the hill, as they say. He's CTD, circling the drain, his society. Yeah?
Tumbling down the hill like Jack and Jill.
Yeah. You're coming and keep going, huh?
This is John chapter 20, verse 29.
Right.
Verse 19. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out.
Right, cursed when you come in and out. In this, when we're born in this society, the Israelites, we're cursed. We don't end up with no wealth, right? We don't so-called end up with a silver spoon in our mouth. And we don't end up with going with anything. Got things sticking on the side. What's that about? But when they get licked, they might bite, they look the opposite. Right? When we're coming in, we're cursed. The world, when we're coming into the world, we're cursed. The 12 tribes. And when we're going out, look at Michael Jackson. He went out looking like a white woman. James Brown went out rock. Mike Tyson, even though he's built it back up again, but we always end up with like they say, holes in our pocket. We put our money in our pocket and it just falls out. So these are all the curses what come on the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians. We are the children of the promise. We're the ones that are supposed to keep the commandments of God. But we was told in our school, we were told by the white man, there is no God. This is what he told us. And we believed him. Yeah? Read on.
God shall send upon you curse on you, vexation under you.
Right, so the Lord said he's going to send curses on us. Yeah? And that's how we identify the children of God, by the curses. And white people don't believe in God. They say that they're God. Yeah? They say that their woman's God. Their woman's above them. You know what I mean? And I can guarantee you that a lot of these women have slept with more than one man. More than two. You know? Because of Esau, he rose his woman above them. But that's another story. Read.
Says here, and all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do,
Right.
until thou be destroyed.
Right, so anything we do, we won't accomplish really. In this society, you have to worship Satan to get anything done. Blood sacrifices. Like you see the people like Tiger Woods and all these guys, Jay-Z's and Beyonce's and anybody that's in Denzel Washington, anybody in a so-called idolized state in this society had to do something satanic to get there. Because Satan is the power of this world. The world was coming, it's going to be the world of the Israelites, but it's going to be ruled by the one they call Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahweh. Yeah? You know? Right, because the wickedness of our doings, because our people don't realise eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, being a homosexual, and doing all this stuff is wicked. That the other nations are supposed to do this stuff, because God doesn't know them. But us Israelites, blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians of Negroid and Indian descent, we was given laws to keep. These laws that we didn't keep, that's why we ended up in the bottom of society. We're still in the bottom of society. But we're in the bottom of society because our brother Esau got the splendor. Yeah? A bug out Jake ain't gonna make it in this time, you know? Walking around in leather and all that madness, yeah? Never been out in our young. The leather garments, yeah? It's a rebirth of the leather garment.
They're trying to bring it back.
Oh, but the UK play, isn't it? I used to play. My new strike. My new strike from now.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 21.
Right?
Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee,
Right.
until we have consumed thee from off the land
Right.
where thou goest to possess it.
The pestilence, the diseases. The so-called blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians end up with the worst diseases, the gout, the high blood pressure, heart attacks, because all these pestilences. Why? Because we're not keeping the laws, plus we're not keeping the dietary law for one. Our people don't even know that they're not even supposed to eat pork, no sausages, you know? No soup, no fish, no seafood without no fins and scales. All this stuff is life. That's why the Lord said choose life and death. And if you don't choose life, the laws is life. You're going to end up death, no matter if it's a slow one or a quick one, if a bus run over your head. Yeah? Read on.
The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, with an inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with the fasting, and with mildew. They shall pursue thee until thou perish.
Right, so all this is going through some of the foundation of the curses, but then it goes in a lot deeper, yeah? So jump to some more of the curses. What did you say there? What part of it? Kingdom.
It says here, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 24.
Right?
The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. From heaven shall it come down upon thee until thou be destroyed. Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them.
Come down together.
Says here, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Right, so all these things will come upon us, the curses. Blindness, because our people don't know they are. You can line up 5 so-called black people and ask them their nationality. They tell you that I'm black, I'm coloured, I'm West Indian, I'm Puerto Rican, yeah, I'm an Asiatic black man, I'm a West Indian. They don't know who they are. This is blindness. The Lord said He's going to bring this upon us. These are the curses. But what it is, the so-called the ruling society, the ruling class, white men, so-called white people know who we are. But they ain't going to tell us, they ain't going to educate us, they want to keep us blind, so that way they keep their rulership going. You know? But like I'm saying, it was only for a dispensation of time. We're coming to the end of his rulership now. Because of his wickedness. Because he's broken, even though he didn't get the laws, he's broken these universal laws that he's broken, like homosexuality, child molestation. These are the things he's broken. So there's going to be curses on him. Yeah? Right, and that's not knowing who we are. Our people broke at noonday. But what they do is they take on the customs of the so-called people they're under. Like in the old Roman Empire, they take on what's that guy name? What's his name? Jupiter. Like Jupiter, yeah? Kronos, like Christmas. That comes from Kronos. We take on these customs. Because it's like they say, we're in Rome, do as the Romans do, because we don't know who we are. But the Lord is bringing back to our remembrance of the elect. There's elect of our people who are coming back to keeping the law, statutes and commandments. We understand who we are now. We understand we are the Israelites, God's chosen. And with the Israelites, you have to do the laws, keep the laws. Yeah? You know?
Thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. Thou shalt be only oppressed and scored in the war, and no man shall save thee.
Right, so who's going to be oppressed evermore in this society? George Floyd, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, all these are so-called, and you've got the so-called Hispanics down at the border being oppressed by the so-called white man, the American white man. So this is going to be, these were the curses that are going to call us. We're going to be oppressed. Oppressed has been like pushed down on our spirit, like we don't know who we are. Calling ourselves black people when we're brown. You know what I mean? We don't.
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
Right, and that happened to us in slavery. Right, you would have your wife, you know, but before you even slept with her, master would come in and sleep with your wife. This happened to us in slavery. Betroth is having a wife, promised. Yeah? But who had to promise your wife to you? Master. So-called white man when he has in slavery. This is what he done. Yeah? You know?
Thou shalt build a house, thou shalt not dwell therein.
Right, the White House. Who built the White House? One of the most famous houses in the so-called world. The Negroes built. Off of Benjamin Banneker. Off of his, what's that cell they do? When they put the architecture. Benjamin Banneker's architecture, yeah? But we didn't get to live in that White House. Freedom. I know you got to go back and what Django, Candyland. Who built that house, Candyland? The Negroes built it, yeah?
Thou shalt plant the vineyard, and thou shalt gather the grapes thereof.
Right, so the vineyard, who planted the vineyard, who done all the sowing in this man's society? The first commodities on the stock market were slaves, but who had, and there was cotton, and there was tobacco, and there was sugar. The Negroes had to cut the tobacco, had to cut the sugar cane, and pick the cotton. Read on.
Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat them.
Right, let's get all the best in the world in society. Who gets all the best stuff in society? It's the most opulence. Who's got the most opulence? The Caucasians. We didn't get it because we're under curses. Yeah? So read them.
I shall be found taken away from before thy face.
Right.
Thou shalt not be restored unto thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thy enemy, and thou shalt have none to rest them.
Right, jump up to some of the other curses because that's talking about in the land. We haven't got land. Let's get to some of the
It says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
and that was in slavery. That's what happened to us in slavery. Our sons and our daughters was given to other people. Yeah? You know, you've got your Django's, your Roots. I've known some other slavery. Goodbye, Good Tom. Like I said, Roots. Drum. With the what?
Amistad or something like that?
Amistad.
Amistad.
Yeah, Amistad, yeah. All these slavery movies, they pertain to a certain people. And not just the blacks. Because we've got these black-only Israelites. Who was the first slaves taken? Was the so-called, the Northern Kingdom was taken from Portugal. Yeah? They were the first ones. It was taken to Spain. What's that part it was taken to? What part was called? It was called, what was that place that was taken in Spain? I can't remember the name that was taken, but originally the first slaves what was taken were the Northern Kingdom, the Hispanic tribes, the so-called Native Indians, the Moluccas, the Tainos. Seville, that was taken to Seville, Spain. Yeah? Ready? Right. Right, and what happened is, what's the statement when they separated the children from the family? The father, when Kizzy and Kunta Kinte, he bore that because he had no mind. He couldn't fight for his children because the blessing of the sword was given to the so-called white man by his army. That's how he conquers, by his armies. That's his sword. But right now they're going to fight Russia. that's the good part of it. They're going to fight Russia now. Someone with a sword just like him. Before, their sword was to conquer. But now Russia, the other day now, Russia's actually talking about nuclear explosions now. Yeah, so let's hope he pushes it, because the sooner they push that button, we get out of here. Yeah? As soon as that the changing of the guard comes, yeah? You know?
Fruit of thy land and all thy labours shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away.
Right, and that's talking about the, didn't own that up in the white man. He's the main person, these white people who took up that. But you've got other nations what took us. The Syrians, the Babylonians, the Egyptians, right? The Canaanites, Ammonites, Moabites. All these other nations took us and took our shit, but the main one is this Caucasian. Yeah?
It's the one that allowed it to happen because he stood by and watched.
They didn't really allow it. They didn't allow what it was he linked up with the people that did it.
Yeah, that's standing man watching it.
Well, then again,
Because this is what's the one. Yes, they're in cahoots, but it's what's it called? Confederate with them.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Cahoots, like
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's why it's called. Yeah, exactly. It says here, thou shalt, so that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, but thou shalt see. Because obviously see the kids and the family stripped to it, you know, the straight severed, you know, yeah, people, what that? It says here, thou shalt smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore box that cannot be healed, with the sole of thy foot unto the top of thy head.
And these are all the other curses once again. These diseases what we get. These ailments what we get. Because we don't keep the dietary law for a start, but plus what we're eating is poison. By rights we're supposed to be dead already, you know? And sick people out here. You know, there used to be a sick madhouse up the road there, isn't it? Yeah, so you've got a lot of sick people like out on the road.
Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which never thou nor thy fathers have known.
Right, and a king. That means any of our leaders. Did not Moses have to be under the viceroy or become viceroy to the Egyptian king? Did not Daniel under Nebuchadnezzar? Yeah? These are rulers. We went into so many captivities. Our rulers was in captivity with us. Even though they were righteous men. That shows you. Even though we was righteous, we still had to go into captivity to our enemies. They weren't our friends. Friends don't slay friends. Friends don't kill friends. Friends don't burn friends. Friends don't hang friends. Friends don't rape their women and kill their children. Okay? So it's not only white people our enemy, all these other nations. The Cushites, the Babylonians, they were our enemies. You know. Have you heard of the Babylonians now? Have you heard of them? Huh?
It says here, and there shall thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
Right, you serve other gods, wood and stone. Wood is that cross, and stone is the cobblestone. Yeah? Because you look, you see our people, they're mainly our people into Christianity, and a lot of them into Islam. Because we're searching for that spiritual connection. Yeah? Because the pastors, the men of God, so-called, the men of the cloth, are not teaching them what the Bible says because they've been sent. Just like the Bible says, I will give you pastors according to my heart that will feed you with laws, statutes and commandments. But our pastors believe in white Jesus. Yeah? Our pastors believe in this man here. This is who our pastors believe in. This is who our people believe in. They believe this is the guy, the white guy's going to come and save us. This is who they believe in. The same guy was killing us, put us in slavery, is going to save us. Does that make any sense? That doesn't make no sense. But our people believe in this. They still got it in their house. That's why the Lord said he's going to do a number on us. Put the enemies over you and they will give you this garbage here, saying this is the guy that's going to save you. Yeah?
It says here, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 36.
Read.
The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Right, that nation is, who do we not know? We didn't know the so-called white people as being our gods. It being Jesus. The Babylonians, we don't know them. Our people are uncomfortable in this wicked society. Yeah? They actually think this is going to continue forever. But there's no food in the shops that we're going to. When the society falls apart, who are people going to lean on? They're going to end up running around eating people like the rest of these people got to. Because they've forsaken their God. And I mean, they don't know his name. They think his name is Jesus. They think he's a white guy. Yeah? They think he loves everybody. But he's terrible. He tells you he's coming to bring pure anger on the earth. Detriment. We're going into detrimental times. Read.
Says here, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Right.
There shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
Right. Who are we going to serve? Other gods, it says. We're going to serve. This is the number one we're going to serve. Right? Jesus Christ, so they put on the cross on the wood. They're serving the white man. Not only as our God, but we're serving him one of all things. Tells you that in this. Yeah, it's going to read it. Read them.
Thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword of a full nation.
And what do they call us? Monkeys, niggas, baboons, darkies, wogs, boons, baboons, spear chuckers. All these names. Hey, bro, where are you from? What country are you from?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Bird face. Yeah? That's what it means. Bird face. Right, and they got no
Look at
ribbon.
the arms.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They got no ribbon.
And JK, you looking at that.
You can tell he's a hammer. He's got no, there's no kind of, you know what I mean? Jake kind of got, you know what I mean? Jake got a kind of, ham is just like, have you got raw meat for me to eat? Or put smear my face with shit. Or piss.
But then we was taught that we and them are the same people.
Yeah, no, that's
Because
garbage.
we share the same
We're
complexion.
nothing like them. Understand? We are royalty. When you look at the royalty, when you look at Elizabeth I, you know, King James and Henry VIII, and all Charles Stuart II, yeah, we are royalty. We're nothing like these hammers. The Lord said they're odious people. They work odious works of witchcraft. Who do you think the workmen got the witchcraft from? The Hamites, the Africans. Yeah, we have nothing to do with them. Yeah, read that.
The Lord shall be thee, and thou shalt carry much seed out into the field and shall gather but little in.
Right,
And the locust shall consume it.
Right, that's another curse. What was going to happen to us in our land? But jump up to stop going to the thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to 41, man. Thou shalt